Huh. I feel the presence I have not felt since. Oh, yesterday. Hello. Nice to meet you, everybody. Are you ready for a new episode? Well, I hope you are, because we've got a doozy for you today. So let me set the scene. It all started at 8:30 a.m. I'd woken up with 5 hours and 40 minutes of sleep. Why? Well, if you could do the math, that means I went to sleep at around 2 o'clock in the morning. And I went at 2 o'clock in the morning to sleep because I was watching a new episode of The Y-Files. They were talking about vampire aliens, and Brazil was apparently being invaded by them. There was a guy who was like a general who let the word leak out, and apparently he was killed by the CIA. Da, 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 da. It was pretty interesting. Well, when I woke up, I decided it would be a great idea to go for a nice little morning walk. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it was pretty cool, not gonna lie. I loved every second of it. I would do it again and again and again if I could, honestly. After this amazing walk, I decided to work on a motion comic. You know, that thing I keep on talking about in all my other videos. Well, I finally actually got some work done today. And you know what? It feels amazing. So amazing, in fact, that I could honestly see myself doing this forever. I'm not even joking. So, I spent a good 90 minutes working on this motion comic before eventually needing to get ready for work at around, I'd say like 12:30. So I wet my hair and I took actually I didn't take a shower today, sorry. But I did put on my clothes and I walked out that door, drove all the way over to work while listening to a song, and I'm forgetting. Oh, yeah. It was the Muppet song, the one there you go. I've got everything that I need right in front of me. That one. Anyways, it was a lot of fun. I loved every second of it. And then finally, after all of that, it was time. And I think you know exactly what time I mean. To get out of my car and then walk in front of those doors and then walk to the punch-in clock and then punch in with my finger. And now it is time to bag. And I don't mean bag like, the police stuff in it. Oh, I guess I did a good job. No, I mean, whoa, that's so much stuff, and it's amazing. You can use it to cook, you can use it to clean, you can use it to eat. Unbelievable. I mean, really, who could have thunk of these delicious foods? I mean, it really blows your mind when you really think about it. Well, anyways, after all of that, I was given the opportunity to do lot for not one, not 2, but 3 hours. And all I'm going to say is, it was a whole lot of fun. I loved every second of it. I give it a 10 out of 10. And yeah, then I went to work. And finally, when I got to work, Home is what I meant to say, not work. Anyways, when I got home for lunch, oh my gosh, I had spaghetti and meatballs. And I put that together, and then I put it in the microwave, and I close the microwave, and I turn it in 30 seconds, and then finally, after all of that, I got it out, and I mixed it, and I ate it. And finally, after all of that, I decided to crack open a delicious 0-calorie Sunkist orange flavored. And let me tell you, it was amazing. Oh yeah. Finally, after all of that, what's next? Well, I drove back to work, and then I got out of the car, and I walked. It was like, oh, and by the way, I drank a nice cup of coffee before going to finish my last 4 hours of work, so I was super energized. I was like, over here, over here, over here, over here, 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 over here, 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 and over here. And anyways, it was amazing. I loved it. So I'm like, okay, I'm right here. I'm doing my thing. I'm like, let's do this. It's gonna be amazing. And well, you know, it was pretty amazing. First hour was begging like I meant it, obviously. And then the next 2 hours. Wait, no, it wasn't. No, sorry. I misinformed you. What I meant to say was my first 2 hours of returning from lunch was sweeps. This meant I had to sweep the floor. Whoosh, whoosh. I had to wipe the floor. Wait, I actually, never mind, didn't wipe the floor. What I meant to say was, yeah, just sweep the floor. Anywho, after all of that, it was time to push carts. Whoosh. And then after that, it was time to wipe the check stands. And then finally, after all of that, it was time to have a pleasant conversation with my coworkers about top secret material that only they know about. Oh yeah, I'm not letting you in on the secrets. Only for us. All I can say was, the secrets were shocking. They made me go, whoa, that's pretty crazy. I give it 10 out of 10. Anywho, finally, after all of that, I talked with my manager about cool movies to check out, including The Fly from the 1980s starring Jeff Goldblum. What was the other movie I'm trying to remember? I think it was Copycat with Sigourney Weaver. And then there was, what was the other one? Silence of the Lambs. And I think we all know who's in that. And of course, the final one was The Faculty. Da-da-da-da. So, yeah, I was like, cool, all right, time to punch out. After, of course, pushing the rest of the carts in. Whoosh, and, yeah, said goodbye to all my coworkers. Got along all buddy. It was really cool. I could do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And then I walked to my car, and then I opened the door, got in, closed the door, and then started the car, and then turned on a podcast, and then, after all of that, I drove back home, greeted my family friend who is currently watching a movie. I think it's called The Babysitter. And then I went in here to record this for you. And that's the end of the update, the daily download to Electric Boogaloo. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day, and take care.